Hello there and welcome to the Drowsy Dragon. Midnight is nearly upon us and early access starts on the 26th of February. This video will guide you through what we have available in the first couple weeks of the expansion before the season starts, what to unlock on your leveling up journey, and the content available at level 90. This video is packed with information for launch week, however I will not spoil any of the main story beats, but there may be the occasional minor spoilers about the zones. So how to get to Silvermoon? When you log in, you will get pushed a quest from Liadrin, summoning you to defend the Sunwell. Look out for her in the big beam of light, and that's where you can start the campaign. Follow this chapter through until you make it to the gloriously revamped Silvermoon City. This intro quest, by the way, is skippable if you plan on leveling alts, just so that you know. You just need to complete it once to unlock the skip. Once you've done the intro quests, you will be able to choose where you want to go and quest next on your adventure. You have 4 options to choose from. The Voidstorm is not initially available to you until you have completed the other 4 campaign chapters, but the other ones, you can complete those in any order, so choose as you wish. You've got the option of Arator's Journey, where you will quest with him to lands old and new, as he learns more about the Void and Light battle in order to support those defending the Sunwell. Taking this path will eventually lead you to unlocking the Arcantina, this cool tavern area in a pocket dimension, where over time we will meet many travelling NPCs that will offer us quests to complete, or you can just come here to hang out. It's a very cool space. If you want to delve straight into those Eversong Woods Blood Elf vibes and get that serious nostalgia hit, that's another great choice. And honestly, as you're going through all these quests, just do your best not to rush. Soak it all in, enjoy it. They've truly done an incredible job with the rework of all these zones. Option 3 is heading into Zoloman with Liadrin, where you'll spend some time with the Armani Trolls and find out what they've been up to. Completion of this campaign chapter unlocks the Armani appearances for the Darkspear Trolls. Alternatively, you could head into Harrandar first, deep underground where the roots of the World Trees converge, to learn about our new allies, the Harrenir. Completing the campaign chapters here will unlock the Harrenir as an allied race for you. That's all you need to do. So complete these chapters and then prepare to head into the Voidstorm with new allies at your side, taking the fight to Xalatath's doorstep. While you're in this zone, I dare you to fly into these dark void orbs that are scattered across the zone. Go on, see what happens. Now, all of these are of course great options, but you've just landed in Silvermoon, so you may simply want to go and explore the revamped city, and that would be a fine choice indeed. It really is fantastic. If you thought Dornagal was cool, it's got nothing on Silvermoon. Remember, Horde players can access this Horde-only section on the right-hand side of the map, but Alliance players will get warned and then swiftly attacked if they try to enter. Here is a map that you can use with some of the major points marked on it. Please feel free to screenshot this and use it to make your way around the city. It does take some getting used to, it's massive. So you will unlock the major new factions as well as you complete quests in the new zones, so you'll be able to start earning reputation with them straight away. There are plenty of rewards to unlock as you progress through the Renown levels, including pets, mounts, transmog appearances, and of course new decor items for your home. To check out your progress with this, press Shift and J at the same time. This will open up the New Journeys tab. Here you can see your progress with the new factions and which ones you need to unlock, as well as the Delvers and Prey Seekers journeys. More on those shortly. As you quest through each zone, you will also find brand new delves to explore, with our midnight delving companion, Valera, who will of course need to be leveled up. She functions very much like Branded, but just in a more rogue-like way of course, having the options to support you as tank, healer or DPS. There are whole new abilities to unlock for her too, with new combat curios that can be found within the delves themselves, so do be sure to complete these delves as you see them. Remember, there are quests that will send you into the delves to complete them, so these sometimes come from the zones, like the little towns, or from inside the delves themselves. You can even find some in Silvermoon, for example this quest here to complete the Parhelion Plaza delve. These delve completion quests give very good XP, so they will help you out a lot on your way to level 90, and I do recommend completing the delves with the quest at least one time each on your leveling journey. And here is of course the Delvers headquarters that you can find at this location in Silvermoon. With Delves, we will of course need to unlock the different tiers of them, as we did at the start of the War Within. We know for sure that Bountiful Delves will not be available at the launch, so don't worry about those just yet. Just unlock as high a tier as you can, so that you're ready to start doing the higher level Bountiful Delves when the season does begin. The Delver's Journey is likely also not available, so there's no need to start spamming Delves like your life depends on it, just do what you find fun. The all-new Prey system will also become unlockable during the launch. You do need to have completed the campaign and be level 90 in order to unlock this on your first character. Once you do have this unlocked, on your alt you just need to get to Silvermoon City and then unlock the intro quests, and then you can begin doing hunts. Now, I do have a separate video with a complete overview of the Prey system, how it works, how to complete hunts, information on the difficulty levels and the rewards that you can get from it, so if you do want to dive deeper into all of that information, please check out this video linked in the description. There are some excellent dungeons coming in this expansion, so from early access into the full launch up until the 17th of March, it is likely that we will have access to the normal and heroic versions of these new dungeons, so do be sure to check those out. Some absolute highlights are the reworked Magister's Terrace and the Windrunner Spire dungeon, as well as Mysara Caverns. That's also up there as a very cool dungeon, but do try them all of course. The gear that you get from these dungeons will not be upgradable, just like it was in the War Within, so again, don't feel like you need to absolutely blast through every possible dungeon as much as you can. Just complete the content that you enjoy before the season starts, as that will be when you can start working on your gear properly. On March the 17th, we will get access to heroic and mythic versions of the Midnight Season 1 dungeons, seen here. So this is the week where you can start doing your Mythic Dungeon World Tours to gear up. Again though, remember that this gear will likely not be upgradable, but it will of course give you a bit of an advantage when the rest of the content comes out the week after. So what else can you work on from early access up until the Season 1 launch? Well, quite a lot actually. Do be sure to collect these skywriding glyphs as you explore each zone. Collecting all of them from the different zones will reward you with an achievement and grant you the Crimson Dragonhawk mount. You should also make sure to visit all of the Flight Masters in each zone, as once you unlock all of these and complete the campaign chapters in each of the zones, you will get the achievement Midnight Pathfinder, which allows you to use steady flight in the Midnight zones. As you explore all the zones, also be on the lookout for these telescopes that you can place at vantage points. These will give you some rep as a reward, but also a short cutscene showing you the vista in all of its glory. There is an achievement for doing all of these as well. Another achievement to be mindful of is the mini meta achievement that you can work on right from the start, involving completing activities in each of the zones. It's called Light Up the Night, and it requires you to complete objectives such as killing rays, looting treasures in the zones, engaging with the world event, and doing other zone-specific exploration achievements. It's likely as Midnight continues, we will see a return of an expansion-wide meta achievement, just like we did from Shadowlands, Dragonflight, and the War Within, so get a jump on this early by completing these things before the season starts, if you wish to do so. The world events for each zone should also be available. Now, in Eversong Woods, we have the Saltharil's Soiree, which you unlock by completing the quest Saltharil's Haven, given to you by Jonas Everdawn in Silvermoon City. Complete this questline to unlock the event, where each week you can choose to represent one of the sub-factions of Silvermoon Court. Now, once you choose a faction, you get 2 weekly quests. One of them to fortify the runestones in the zone, and one to give a favour to a different sub-faction of your choice, to unlock another weekly quest. So this world event is more quest-based and doesn't require you to be at a certain place every hour, for example, which is a nice change from events such as the Theatre Troupe from the War Within. At level 90, you will also unlock Abundance. This event occurs in each of the Midnight Zones, and these are short 3-minute events where you go into an Abundance cave, and the objective is to simply loot as much treasure as possible, done by killing enemies and looting different nodes. You do have a limit to what you can carry, so you just need to donate the treasure to the Lower of Abundance, done, and then carry on collecting more. collect as much as possible within the time limit, and then you'll be booted out. So in each of the zones there'll be one cave that is empowered for 8 hours long. When that ends, a different cave will be empowered. So this event is always active, there's always one you can do. It also works in the form of a weekly quest to simply gather a certain amount of abundance points through the offerings, and you can repeat the activity whenever you like. So this one also doesn't tie you into a specific time. In Harrendar, you have the Legends of the Harrenir World event, which also requires level 90. This is another weekly quest, so complete this one whenever you like. I do really like that these are respecting our time, by the way, and they're not demanding that we show up on the hour. So for this one, you choose an ancient relic and complete a scenario quest, giving you the story of the artifact. There are 7 to learn about, and you can only choose one per week. When you choose, it does lock your entire account into that choice for the week, so ideally just cycle through these each week so you can see them all and unlock all the associated rewards. And the final event is in the Void Storm. We get the Stormarian Assault weekly at level 90. Here, we will support the Singularity faction by defending towers from the Devouring Host. Now, this is the only event on an actual timer that happens every 30 minutes, so a little bit more forgiving than the hourly events. You do get a weekly quest called Stand Your Ground, which is completed by successfully defending the Citadel. Each event lasts around 15 minutes per assault, and you've got some time to set up defences, and then some waves of adds will begin. You just need to stop the adds from getting to the Singularity Anchor, otherwise if too many do this, it will fail the assault. After 3 waves are defeated, that's when you complete the event. So here are some key side quests and unlocks to be aware of. In Harrendar, if you complete the quest line, The Legend of Aln Sharan, you will notice that the mobs in Harrendar will start dropping mysterious sky shards. This quest line starts with the NPC Curry in Har Kual, with the quest Tales of the Sky. You will need to eventually collect 500 of these sky shards to be able to summon Aln Sharan flying over the skies of Harrendar to get yourself the Echo of Aln Sharan mount. So my advice here is, as soon as you get to Harrendar, if you like, go and complete this questline first to unlock these sky shard drops, and then complete the campaign in the zone. So you'll get some of these mysterious sky shards dropping along the way, making the farm more efficient. Another one is when you get to the Void Storm, do be sure to complete the quests with Decimus up to the point where he gives you the quest, Building the Void Forge. Make sure you have this quest in your log ready for when the raids release and we have Mythic Plus and Bountiful Delves available, as you'll be able to unlock this console in the Void Storm that will provide you with bonuses when in the outdoor Void Storm area. There's likely going to be some catch up to this, perhaps, but just have the quest in your log just so that you don't forget. So these are my aims for the pre-season time after midnight launches. Do let me know what yours are. So first of all, of course, it's to complete all of the campaign and the side quests and get to level 90 on my main character. I then want to make sure that I unlock the prey system and engage with that as much as makes sense. I'll unlock delves to the highest tier we can get to at the season start, and at the same time, of course, be leveling up Valera along the way and get her some of the good combat curios. I do want to complete all the dungeons and get familiar with those, and by the way, for the Midnight Season 1 dungeons, I have a playlist of all the new dungeons with Mythic Plus guides on there, so if you want to familiarise yourself with those, please feel free to check out this playlist for complete dungeon guides. As well as this, I'm going to be sure to be killing all the rares that I come across and looting all of the treasures to try and clear the map of those. As you kill rares in each zone, by the way, they all have a chance to drop a mount. Literally all of them as far as I'm aware, so do make sure to be killing rares. And speaking of mounts, I'm going to start collecting some mounts, so you can check out my other video here for 20 super easy mounts that you can get to start off your midnight mount collection. And most of these you can get from the get-go. So I'm going to be doing some of the achievements as well in the outdoor zone to start working on those meta achievements, as well as leveling up professions, checking out the Argentina, and leveling up some alts perhaps. Also to remember is the new housing endeavour, so we should have a new endeavour by then. I'm not sure if we're going to get the same options as last time, but hopefully it's something midnight themed. We shall see. But with the next endeavour, regardless of what it is, we'll also be able to get our houses probably past level 9 and beyond. So that's something to remember as well. So what are your plans for the launch week and the pre-season time? What are you most excited for? Remember that this should hopefully turn out to be a relatively relaxed launch, as we do have a good chunk of time to soak everything in before the season begins. So enjoy it as much as possible. I really do hope the expansion is a banger and we all have a great time. Enjoy yourselves guys, and I'll see you soon for some more content. If you have liked this video, please leave it a like and consider subscribing to the channel for more content and guides all about World of Warcraft from me, the Drowsy Dragon. You can consider as well becoming a channel member here on YouTube or following us on Patreon to support the channel directly. Thank you very much for all your support regardless, and I appreciate your time watching this video today. I've been the Drowsy Dragon, and I'll catch you next time. Cheers!